All right. We're going with Bruce Lee or Chuck Norris.
I'll probably go Chuck Norris. Heard some small stories about Bruce Lee, not like just only doing like other stuff, but Chuck Norris actually going in the tournaments and actually fighting. So Chuck Norris.
The feeling of seeing like a body just like drop cold in the mat, it's beautiful. It's just you applying the technique and seeing that it's just one touch, it's just 1 second, and the body just drops cold and the person cannot move, you know.
Everybody says, you know, you get your top 5 athletes out there, you know, on a basketball team. You got Barkley, you got Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, all that. Who's your top 5 fighters you walk into anywhere, ain't nobody fucking with, you guys knocking everybody out?
Shit, I got Francis Ngannou. I got Izzy. I got Demetrius Johnson. And I got Kamaru Usman. Oh, I got one more?
No, you included. You included. So Nikes or Jordans?
I go with Jordans all day. I'm rocking some right now, bro.
What you got on? What you got on? Let's see real quick, man. You got the 13s on? What you got, bro, man? Let's see. He walking into the gym. Retro 5.
Yeah,
OG, white cement. Take us into the locker room with you. So when you're walking out of there and your name's being announced, what's going through your mind? Are you... MMA Locker Room here. Seconds out. Don't worry about the mother shows. Pub Sports Radio. We the best out. Yeah, man, we got a special guest backstage, but before we get to that, man, we got a great day ahead of us of fights. It's Saturday, man. Mexico Independence, UFC Noche is going down, so hopefully all you guys are going to be able to come over here and check us out on our Pub Sports Radio live stream, sign up for the contest, and, you know, get the best play-by-play right over here. You know who to watch it with. Last week, and new champion, Sean Strickland pulled it off. Man, that's just this fight game. You never know what's going to go on in this world. You could be a big favorite out there, and on any given day, an underdog could come through and, you know, win. So, hey, it's all about punching and kicking, blocking, and doing what you can, right? With that being said, here at Pub Sports Radio, we do got seconds out going. It's only right, man. I got a fighter backstage that's going to be fighting seconds out from now, you know, a few hours from now, you know, 15-4 featherweight, 8 submissions, 5 KOs, I want to say. I mean, coming off of his UFC debut, looking good, finishing one of the tougher UFC veterans in there. Wow, vicious KO. Who are we talking about? El Volante himself, Fernando Padilla. Welcome to the show.
Hey, well, how are you guys? How you doing?
How's it going?
Yeah, you're good, coach. That's Coach Colin.
Okay. How's it going, Coach, man?
Everyone's doing good, man. Just enjoying the trip to Vegas, enjoying the New York, and just getting ready to cut weight.
Got it, man. So with that being said, man, you know, how long have you been in Vegas before your actual fights taking place? Have you been out there for a week or two, or just getting out there this week?
So the first time, like I've been in Vegas like just like single days. I came with my mom like 2019 before the COVID hit. I think we were here like for like an entire week. We spent the time with some friends of my mom and their kids. So like, well, my same age guys, you know, we're not kids, but it was fun. It was really nice. That was the first experience that I had in Vegas. And the last 3 times that I came to Vegas was specifically for MMA, for the UFC or to fights. And I love it. I love to be here for fights. I think party is cool, but it's just it overwhelms me.
Got it, man. So the Vegas life, you know, you're not really into the partying scene. When you're out there, have you hit up any like local gyms, trained with any you know, local fighters out there to get some different looks or anything?
Just the PI right now, but like I've been creating a lot of good contacts and friendships here. The last month, and a half, I've been talking a lot with the Urbinas, Gil Urbina and his brothers. He's in the UFC too, and he's such a great guy, such a great like mindset that they have. They're pretty much all family, all family. They train here in Vegas, but they train with the three brothers, and they push each other. So probably soon I'll be contacting them. I really like the way they move. But to be honest with you, I have everything in California. I have a great team. I have a great people there that support me. So like I have everything there to feel good, you know, and have great trainings. So I stay there.
Man, yeah, you can't go with what's been getting you this far, you know, because it's definitely been a journey, you know, for you to get to the UFC. You know, you fought in a lot of other organizations and other promotions, so it gave you a lot of experience, and you know, you fought a lot of other UFC veterans just on that path to get here. Let's talk about
Mhm.
your UFC debut, though. How did it actually feel to finally walk out there and you know for you to finish your opponent and it looked like it was like written pretty much? How'd that feel?
It honestly felt amazing. It was feeling that I never had before in my life. Uh, but like I tell you, it was. Always explain going to a fight like when you're walking to the cage is like everything is really cold. Everything is just cold, and then the more that you walk into the cage, everything start getting more warm and warm and warmer. And for this fight, I felt warm the entire time. I never felt the cold. I know my mom and my dad were going to be there. I kind of knew where they're going to be. I saw them on the TV. So everything was like a perfect setup for me to be calm, to be on point. And I liked it. I like it. You know, I feel that my performance speak for itself.
Did you get any bonuses that night? Or how did that one go? Did you get any oh, okay. Did
No,
you
I
get
mean,
like a bonus finish or bonus for knockout of the night?
yeah, I felt that that was going to be the thing, but I guess the finish was a little bit controversial, so it didn't pass to for the 50K. But you never know, man. Like I know I'm exciting. I'm an exciting fighter, and the 50K will come eventually. Like I'm not even looking for it right now. I know it will come. It will come.
Got it, man. So let's talk about the ways that you like to finish your opponents, man. Do you have a specific way that you like? Oh, okay. You like to finish them with the hands over the submission?
Yeah, I mean the submission is always on my arsenal. I feel that a lot of people forget about those things. Soon, hopefully, we can show a little bit more of it. But I'm Mexican, brother. These two are heavy.
I love it, man. Hey, speaking of that, man. So, how is it gonna feel this Saturday, man? Actually, to fight on the same day of Mexico Independence out here, man. And I know it's not a card in Mexico or anything, but you have so many Mexican fighters on there. You know, what are you looking forward to the most this Saturday against Kyle Nelson?
Just show the world that like I belong here. I feel that it's a lot of people still don't believe it, or they're still putting it a doubt. But I belong here, you know, and that's everything I want to show. I want to show myself that I evolve, show the world that I evolve, and that I'm a better fighter than the last time. You know, even though it was 4 months.
All right, man. So we going to war though this Saturday, right? Like, talk to me, man, because Kyle Nelson is a UFC veteran, and he's not a guy who's gonna go backwards. He's gonna go forward. You know, he's there to be hit. He's there to be knocked out. He's there to be submitted. Like, what do you expect from this guy though? You know, because he is coming off of a win and a draw against a reputable opponent. Before that, though, he was getting finished in his fights.
Uh, I'll be honest with you. I feel that this is my type of fight. Like the last time that I fight with Julian was the same thing. Constantly like, oh yeah, this guy is gonna bring the fight and he's gonna push you forward and you're gonna feel that pressure. And he's also a veteran and this and that. So I mean, I already passed through Julian and Kyle is not really different, to be honest with you. I think matchup wise, it's a really good matchup for me, for him too, because he have a big prospect in front of him, like the last fight that he won. But but this is how I like to put it. Like every time people talk to me about UFC veterans and stuff, uh, I have the same amount of fights that Kyle have, or a little. I think I have one more than him. So who is the veteran at this point? Julian was different. You know, Julian has been fighting for so long, and he have like a up and down record, but he does have more fights than me. So I knew he was a little bit more of a veteran. I feel that Kyle and me have the same time in the cage. I have maybe less because of the way that I finish my fights, but the same amount of fights, the same mentality going to these fights. So I don't think uh, he's gonna be like more experienced inside the cage than me, right? Like uh, that's a joke for me. I think I we train, yeah, we train every day, bro. I experience every situation in the cage, easy finishes, hard fights, like 15 minute fights, losses, wins, and I've been through everything before the UFC. I think he been through everything in the UFC. So that's the difference. Like I came here to put the world on notice, not to come and just be one of the fighters.
Yeah, you're not coming just to fight, man. Like you said, you're coming to put the world on notice. I mean, it seems like,
Yes, sir.
you've been kind of putting the world on notice for a while now, man. We were just talking about this back in the day. You were on this card right here with my boy Curtis Millender, friend Fernando
Yes, sir.
Padilla, one. That was back in LFA. You done fought in CFFC. Uh, Talk to me though about that journey, man. You done fought people like Spike Carlisle, Dan Ige. I mean,
Yeah.
winner, and submitted him, So like you said, it's not a thing about he has more fights than you because you look at it as you've been fighting these guys. I look at it like this: you were fighting these guys when pretty much you shouldn't have been at that time. They were putting in everybody at that time because you had a lot of hype going on you, and the potential was there. And to me, I just kind of look at it to where it's like, all right, I think once he put on a little bit more muscle and fizzled out into his frame, that's when it was like, hey, this is what it was supposed to be. This is why you guys fed him all those monsters early on. So he prepared for it before he got into the big leagues. It's like a barber. You want to get your barber hair,
Hmm.
barber college before you get into the real barber shop, right? So you kind of took your nicks and bruises and losses then. Now, it just seems like you're on the up and up. What do you feel about that?
Yes, sir. No, I mean, I feel great, brother. My first year here in America, that's when I had my first loss. I was 6-0 back in Mexico. I came to America, and then they offered me Dan Ige, and I lost my first fight. And then after that, uh, I went like 6 months without nothing, and then I went on a roll of four wins in like 3 months. And I feel that after that, the UFC was already putting the eye on me and like contacting me and stuff. But coach told me something that was through, like you say right now, like all those hard fights that I had to fight before, all those battles and all those experienced people that I have to see before in the cage, like prepare me for what I am right now. Dan Ige is ranked for a reason. I fought with him, and I think I did really good. Derek Miner was in the UFC. I fought with him and finished him. Like even Spike was in the UFC for a little bit. I think I gave him a good fight. Uh, so now it's just question of like all that experience, all those tough fights. Coach told me, hey man, if you go to the UFC right now, you're young. You might be winning one, losing one, and then they cut you, and you never know. But like, what I want for you is to go there and just eat all of the wolves. Like, don't get eat by them. Like, go and eat them all. And I think we wait, and he pushed me hard enough to make me who I am right now, and I'm ready for that. I'm ready to go all the way to the top.
Yeah, man, that makes a lot of sense on there, man. Because sometimes they do push fighters a little bit too early, and then you see stuff happens to them, and it's like, all right, they get one loss, and then sometimes the matchmakers they're not that nice the next time. They're just like, all right, let's use them real
Exactly.
quick, get his 3 fights done out of his 4 fight contract, and do what you can. So yeah, you guys looked at it the right way, the right approach. It's good to know. Anybody training with you in your camp? That's up and coming too. That you should maybe be shedding some light on too that you want to speak upon.
Yes, brother. There's this kid that I've been training with him for the past 6 years. I ring him from my hometown too, from Chihuahua. His coaches hit me up and let me know that they wanted him to like evolve and expand. And obviously Timoyama was the best place for it. And his name is Roberto Romero, El Charro Negro. This kid is gonna be a champion, brother. This kid for sure. Like the way that he works, his work ethic, his whole entire life is it's put into MMA. On a way that I like, you don't see a lot of people like that. You like even me that I have the confidence and the entire hard work behind me. Like that kid sometimes make me feel like I don't work enough. He's a hard worker. He's a determined fighter. Right now he's ranked in Combate Global. He's been having some crazy wars, bro. Like I'm like sure that if you go watch one of his fights, you're gonna be his fan. Like that's how that kid is.
Combate Global.
Combate Global. Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah.
Right now,
I watched some of those fights, so yeah, okay.
yeah, he's supposed to be fighting the September 16th too, but something happened with the fight and they had to push it to October. But bro, tune in. This kid, it's on the way to be big, bro. Big, big.
Got it, man. Love to hear that, man. So my one question my guy always asks, Jeff Slaughter over here at Pop Sports Radio. He's the one that runs the Pop Sports Radio. If you guys are ever in that
Yes,
San
sir.
Antonio area, Texas, and you guys need somewhere to go, he has his own sports bar, nightclub, restaurant, great food. Come through. He'll take care of you, your family, your coach, your team. No questions asked. If you're in the San Antonio, Texas area, hit up Pop Sports Radio, Jeff Slaughter right there. But this is his question. He always wants to know, is there any superstitions or family traditions you guys got?
No, I'm not a really superstitious guy, but before I said it yesterday on the interviews in MMA Junkie. I think one of the hardest thing for me being here is not spending time with my family. And for me, one of the biggest traditions before a fight, I did it all the way till like 3 years ago. I think my last fight for the title was the last time that my grandma did it. But she usually give me a like a oración before I go to the fight. My mom, like before I used to go to her house. Then my mom started calling me from Chihuahua to see her, and like she just give me the oración, and it's just I felt protected. I felt like yeah. At the end of the day, keeps a weight out of my shoulder, just knowing that someone's praying for me. Uh, the past 4 years that I've been here, my grandma has been developing really serious Alzheimer, so he forget about a lot of us. And the last few times that I call her, he don't even know who I am. So that's really hard for me. Um, and I feel that I always sorry.
No,
I
that's all.
always when I get to the cage, you always see me like persinándome and stuff, and it's because of her, because I know that if she believes in something, it's for a reason.
I got you, man. I could relate a little bit, man. My grandfather had Alzheimer's, so I know exactly that feeling of
It's hard, bro.
they're seeing him and calling him and him not recognizing me, but not even my dad. So yeah, I do know a
Yeah,
lot
bro.
of time and stuff. So it's crazy to where not recognizing me is one thing, but now my dad is
Yeah, bro. That's what
yeah.
makes me cry too. Like the same thing. Not recognizing me is a thing. I get it. And I've been without visiting Chihuahua for a minute, but
Mhm.
my dad called me crying one time, and he was like, "Oh, mijo, it's really hard. I just don't want you to feel how I'm feeling, and I want you to understand that your grandma just don't remember us." And seeing my dad like that, it is hard, bro. It is hard. I can't believe how it is that your mom don't remember you.
Yep. Hey, for real, man. Everybody's over here praying for your grandma, man.
Thank you,
'Cause,
Jeff.
yeah,
Appreciate you, brother.
that's what we do here, man. All right, man. So to change it up on another note, though, man. All right,
Hmm.
you only got a few more, training sessions before you actually walk out into that cage. Is there any certain music that you're listening to, in these moments before you're preparing for a fight to get you mentally ready? Are you watching any last fight tapes? Do you watch a certain thing of like a certain fighter, jab combination that just programming into your head? What's it like for you to get ready 3 days before your fight?
I'm always constantly thinking about winning. I feel that when you're gonna fight, your mind kind of constantly runs into what can happen and what can happen. But my mindset, my coach Mauricio from Chihuahua told me this when I was going to go to my first pro fight, and I think that it just sticks with me. Um, if my mind runs to a point where like he's winning, I need to keep running. Like I cannot stop thinking in that moment to be like, oh no, don't think on losing. Like I just keep running it till like I'm winning. I'm winning. Till like, for example, if he hit me once in my head and I'm like, oh fuck, what if he knocks me out? Just thinking about like not being knocked out, stand up or defend yourself and go back to it. Go back to it. And then start winning, capitalize. And that's what I think every time. Every time I go back to sleep, I go I think like I visualize myself with my hand raised. Every time, every time. And music wise, I like a lot of music, bro. I like every single type of music, to be honest with you. But lately, I've been listening a lot to like uh, my favorite artist is Isaiah Rashad.
Mm.
So like I listen, bro. I listen to him like crazy. Schoolboy Q too. I find myself like just like one day just listening to them all day and not feeling stressed. Uh, Also been getting more into like the Mexican the bandas and los corridos. Entonces, but all those really like pump you up.
Yeah, man, that's great to hear that, man. Speaking of pumping you up, I mean, everybody on this card, they got everybody on there to get you pumped up for this Independence Day card. You got Raul Rojas Jr., the top prospect debut that everybody's talking about. You got the
Yeah.
champ yourself, Alexa Grasso. You got big prospect, the future yourself on the card. It seems like you're headlining a lot of fighters on there to kind of go out here and put a show on for Mexican Independence Day, right?
Yeah. I mean, I know where I'm at. I know where I'm standing. I'm not trying to be fake or someone that I'm not. I'm really excited from where I'm at in the fight, and I just want to keep showing who I am. Independently, that if I get better or like a bigger star or something, I'm simple, and I like to stay like that. But I am the type of guy who like to like lift people up, like let's go, let's go, let's go, like come on. So I feel that opening the main card is gonna be really good. For me, just in general, I feel that that's gonna be like a great feeling to open up a great main card for the Mexican community and open it with style. A good knockout, a good submission, a good finish, good old Mexican war.
Man, I love to hear that, man. So we're gonna wrap it up, man. Before I do that, I got this thing, just rapid questions I'm gonna go through real quick. You just answer yes or no. All right, we're gonna start it off like this. All right, so who would you rather have in the fight to prepare you with if you only had 5 fighters to pick? Four, because one's being yourself. You guys
So
walk
I,
in the gym anywhere.
So it's me, Robert, my brother. I tell you, Roberto Romero, Joan Jones, Fedor Emelianenko, and I think Francis Ngannou for a fact.
Okay, Fedor, I like that one. Yeah, he just retired. A lot of people don't mention him. I always get the Ngannou ones though. But okay, all right.
Yeah,
So what?
I just hear the Ngannou. Like I wanted to switch it, but I'm like, can I? Like, it has to be an MMA fighter.
Nah, it could be any type of fighter.
Oh, okay. I got Tyson then.
Okay,
Mike
okay, yeah,
Tyson.
that's a nice 5 right there. Mix it all up. All right, let's see. If you could be a part owner of the UFC or part owner of Bitcoin, which one would it be?
UFC.
UFC, right answer. You already know they're watching out there. All
Yes, sir.
right. So if you only had 2 people to stay on an island with, who would those people be and why?
That's hard. My boy Freddie and my boy Robert. Why? Because I can just stay with them all day without doing shit, and I know we're gonna be good. And also, I think we're pretty good survivors. We talked about this before, so we know we survive.
Man, see, I already been preparing for that, man. All right. All right. Besides yourself, give me 2 other fighters that's gonna win on this week's card.
Alexa and Chitis.
Okay, okay. I like that. All right, that's not bad right there. All right, here we go. We're gonna finish it up with this one. All right, Bruce Lee, Muhammad Ali, Steven Seagal, Chuck Norris.
I can't believe you just dropped Steven Seagal in there, bro. You cannot do that.
He
You
shot.
can't do.
You see the movie? He taught Silver.
You can't do that, bro. It's just because Steven Seagal is the goat. Like you cannot show it over there with all these other people.
True,
Okay.
true. That is a new one I just threw in, man. That is a new one.
That's you know what's funny? That's my grandma actually. Like, praise my grandma, but that's my grandma's favorite actor ever. The ponytail guy. He called it like that. The ponytail guy. The ponytail guy. But for me, Muhammad Ali, brother. I feel that I kind of like connect a lot with him and the way that he is in the move, and I like it. Muhammad for me.
All right, got it. X-Men or
Thank you
DC?
for your time, guys. You guys. Again, what'd you say? X-Men or DC?
X-Men or DC?
But you're talking about the whole DC or like because X-Men is pretty specific for Marvel.
Well, as far as true, specific. Marvel or DC? God, man, y'all, it's
Marvel.
the first time a fighter's getting me, bro. This is crazy. I got a
Carnal,
block.
I'm a nerd. I'm a big nerd. I like anime. I like comics. I have a bunch of comics back home. Uh, I have Pokemon cards. I have. You can talk to me about this all day, but Marvel for a fact. I think DC is a little bit too weird with the timelines, and Marvel is a little bit more linear.
All right, cool. We on the same side on that one. All right, man. We're gonna wrap it up now, man. I'm gonna give some shouts out to the people in the chat, man. I had just my 2 cents on. He's a big fan of yours. He had some little
2 cents.
for you. So go ahead. Let me see what he says. Let me see. Thanks for
Thank you guys.
best of luck on Saturday, champ. Yeah, man. He was planting his flag with you, man. We was on the podcast today, and yeah, he definitely was speaking about you real highly, man. So
Thank you,
love
man. No,
go out there and put out a show, man. We want to give you the
thank you.
moment to shout out your sponsors, your coach, your team, anybody you want right now. The floor is yours.
Well, follow me on Instagram at Valiente MMA. Other than that, I want to say thank you to Timo Yama, Raw Talent Boxing, and Chase Your Dreams for always helping me and keeping me like clean and keeping me motivated and keeping me like in the best that I am. My whole entire team, Timo Yama, all the people that helped me there. I love you guys. I love my family. I love my community back there. And my sponsors, obviously, like Cascaritas with el 3, new sponsors, Palafox Constructions. I have José Luis Díaz de Chihuahua, que se lo tengo que agradecer siempre mucho. Y mi papá siempre también. I love you, papá.
There you go, man. You heard it here first, man. Seconds out, man. Trying to tell you guys, tune in this Saturday, man. You don't want to miss it right here. We're going to be doing a live stream. So for everybody out there watching, if you guys want the play-by-play, when we're calling how he finishes Cal Nelson, tune on in here Saturday, man, with Pub Sports Radio. MMA Locker Room right here. Fernando Padilla right here. El Volante. You already know where to watch it here on Saturday. Pub Sports Radio, after the rest out, we're the best out.